Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, just a PSA out there in case you missed it, free Tesla paint for all of the different Tesla models in red, white, or blue up to a $2,000 value is ending in just a few days, July 14th. So let's talk about that. Plus, I guess if you think about it, what's going to be happening after July 14th, maybe even on July 15th. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to join our free email newsletter, you could do that down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. So just a quick PSA out there. If you're looking to get free paint for your Tesla vehicle, Model 3, Model Y, S, X, no Cybertruck because there's no paint. The free paint option for 3 of the colors, which is going to be red, white, and blue. Very interesting to see that they only put like a 10-day runtime for this promotion. And of course, the maximum value for this is going to be the red paint because that was $2,000 and now it is free. And so really the deal here is, of course, if you're going to be getting like a performance, then maybe it could be worth it to get it under like the $5,500 price point, because then this is really the only one that, because if you're getting the Model 3 Performance, it stays under the $55K price point, and so that you will be able to get the $7,500 federal tax credit. And so I just realized like this one, and of course maybe the Tesla Cybertruck at 0% are really like the 2 Teslas that, unless you're paying cash, but even this one, like if you have to finance this at 5.54% when just not that long ago it was 0%, I think I would just wait for the 0%, or if there's going to be another promotional incentive or anything like that. And so the question is now that this incentive we know ends in a few days on July 14th, what do you think could potentially happen on July 15th? I mean, if we take a look at like the calendar here, July 15th is a Tuesday. Maybe they wait all the way until maybe Thursday to release an incentive like they usually do, or maybe they just rip off the Band-Aid and go and release incentives that Tuesday right after. And so the next date to kind of keep aware about, if we look at what are some hot dates on the calendar for some new incentives to, watch and pay attention, could be July 15th, which is in just a few days, which would be next Tuesday. Another interesting day on the calendar is going to be like the Tesla earnings call, when they're going to be talking about how they did last quarter. And they don't necessarily like to talk about products or incentives. And there probably will be some sort of thing where people can submit their questions and we can see which questions get risen to the top. I imagine one of the hot topics for sure is, how is Tesla going to navigate this $7,500 federal tax credit disappearing? And so this earnings call is going to be a very, very interesting one. And the date for this one, if you look at it, is July 23rd, which is a Wednesday. And if you look at that, the Thursday afterwards could be an incentive release, but I'm not sure, because that Thursday afterwards, there's only 1 week, give or take, after that for Tesla to try and sell for the end of the month. So I'm personally thinking they might do something next week, because that at least gives them 2 weeks to the end of the month. If it's not next week or the week after, it is not going to be any sort of new incentives until August, is my prediction here. And so the question is, I put a poll out there, what financing promo do you think that they will drop next for the Tesla Model Y? And overwhelmingly, everybody, 71% said 0% financing, 21% said 1.99. I think this is more of a little bit of wishful thinking. I really feel like 1.99 is going to be what the next incentive is for the Tesla Model Y. Model 3, we could also see go down to like 0%, but let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. And if you're locking in, if you're someone that's paying cash or like a heavy down payment, then definitely the free paint color could be a nice savings for you at $2,000. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already buying full self-driving, then using our referral code does support the channel, so thank you for that. for using our referral code in the past and in the future. Here's another interesting post from Brandon Tesla Flex. It seems like someone was able to change out the top headliner for their Model 3. I want to say, is this a Model 3 Performance into suede? This is a really nice look because then it matches like the Alcantara or the Alcantara top on like the front here. And so really cool to see some navigations or some modifications like that. Another quick announcement. We've got 2 events that we're going to be going to in the next month or so. First one is X Takeover, one of the largest Tesla SpaceX meetups on the Bay Area. If you're interested, definitely check it out. Link down below in the live stream chat and use promo code Dennis to save some money off of the ticket. On top of that, Unplugged Performance is having an open house in the Los Angeles area. We will be there on Saturday with our truck. And if you want to join in, there's the RSVP link down below. It's completely free. And I think like the first 50 people that RSVP actually get some cool Unplugged Performance swag as well. So definitely check it out. Link down below right there as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Really, the question is, what incentive do you want to see in the near future? If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks for that, everyone. Art, thanks for coming in. Nag, they're great to see you. Jin, thanks for coming in. H, great to see you as well. Thank you all for dropping by. Happy Friday, everybody. And thank you for just spending your Friday evening with us. Ooh, that does remind me, quick announcement. We're going to be doing some giveaways this month, Christmas in July style. I think what we're going to be doing is 3 different giveaways, or maybe just one big giveaway, but 3 different winners. And so definitely hit that subscribe, definitely hit that like button. And I probably have to figure out a date when we're going to do this, but probably before probably sometime next week. And so definitely, I guess, wait out for the announcements. I've been chatting about it in our super secret Discord group down below in the description. But besides that, I haven't announced it anywhere else. Art, do you think no referral cash discount will be coming back this quarter in 2025? Art, good question. I don't think it actually is. If anything, Tesla should really kill Tesla referrals for at least this next quarter, because I really feel like they don't need Tesla referrals because of the 7,500 is disappearing, and they could easily, hopefully, I would love for them to maybe kill it because they don't need it, and then bring it back in December when they actually need it, and hopefully maybe at a bigger like actual discount like it was last December when it was $1,000 off, because then it's really impactful. Jin, thanks for coming in. Like the video. Yes, thank you. Thank you everybody for liking the video. H, when do you think will Model Y 7-seater come out? I'm waiting for it, man, because I'm going to sell my old Model Y. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, I guess we're waiting for a performance and 7-seater. It could be as early as this month, maybe even next month. You know what? Maybe it's something they release next week, right before the earnings call, to, get some excitement into play here, but maybe they won't. I mean, really, we'll see. Andrew, surprise Model S haven't continued to depreciate. What do you mean? The Model S's have definitely continued to depreciate, but the one thing with that, what's happening there is because Tesla has increased the price on the new side, and so that is like kind of sort of inflating the used side pricing, and so that's just kind of the name of the game. Nag, happy Friday, Dennis. Thank you. Jeep Life, great to see you. Thanks for coming in. RC, thanks for coming in as well. Thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. In this next topic, let's answer the question: when could Tesla release the Model Y Performance. We've been waiting for a bit now. And the one thing is we can take a look at historical date timeframes in everything to try and figure out when Tesla could release the Model Y Performance. Frunk to Trunk posted this. How crazy would it be if Tesla announced the Model Y Performance tonight? I mean, today is Friday. Also, we're 2 weeks away from the earnings call at this point. It would be a cool one. Tesla Played Talk posted this. I made a little comparison between the Model Y Performance launch and Model 3 Performance the launch. If it's done the same way, then we're looking at a release of July 18th to 21st. And so that would be an interesting one if you take a look at all the different spottings, especially on the Nürburgring that has been happening recently, maybe even from like the Model 3 Performance when it was also spotted in different testing areas as well. And so I would love to see a launch of the Model Y Performance coming up. I mean, July 18th is next week, which actually could make a lot of sense if it was right before the next earnings call as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. I know a lot of you are maybe on the sidelines on two different Model Ys, which is going to be the Model Y Performance. And there was another thing that I was thinking too, like what if Tesla releases the Model Y or Model Y 6-seater in only a 6-seater version as well, just to follow along with the Model X, just like how the Model X Plaid is also only in a 6-seater configuration. And so let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Nag, thanks for coming in. Smash the like button. Yes, thank you for that. In this next topic, can Tesla drop the price of the Cybertruck? Here's an interesting post from the Cybertruck guy. I mean, Cybertruck, for one thing, isn't necessarily selling down to 0, even when there's 0% financing happening right now. Inventory for the Cybertruck, yes, it did decrease pretty recently. Here is the inventory chart for Cybertruck. We can see a little bit of a drop here, but we don't know if that is something else, whether Tesla is categorizing these vehicles as service vehicles, or maybe they're taking them down to figure out a different solution for them instead. But Cybertruck guy posted this. How much does Cybertruck cost to produce? Asking Grok 4, which is the latest version. The Tesla Cybertruck all-wheel drive 79990 has an estimated production cost of $50,000 to $60,000 per unit in 2025. Now, of course, Tesla could try and reduce this every single year with cost of goods, manufacturing, and everything. But right now, Grok is estimating that it's about a 15 to 25% profit margin at $12,000 to $20,000 per unit here. And so the question is, yes, a lot of people are waiting for this Cybertruck that was originally posted like way back when at lower prices. But I mean, if Tesla can't sell them at a profit, then really it is an interesting one for sure. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you waiting for a Cybertruck? And I guess, are you waiting for Cybertruck at 0% without full self-driving? That is essentially the biggest question at the moment. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Nag, why can't Model X MSRP be dropped slightly to get the 7,500 credit? I already see a lot of them under $80K. Yeah, it's an interesting one why Tesla has increased the price so much, but I mean, it kind of makes sense from their angle. They have to sell the older one. What they really should do, I would say at this point, is to take the older Model X's that are in inventory, and I guess you can't necessarily do that. You can't drop the price of the older Model X because it is the same MSRP, because if you could make some of these qualify for the tax credit, that would help a lot. But of course, the biggest way is the lease workaround. When you lease any of these, you should be able to get the $7,500 federal tax credit if it's eligible to be leased, and then that way you could then try and buy it out afterwards. But let's see here if we take a look at it. So like this one is $8,550 off for the older version, and yes, you can lease it, and then when you lease it, you get the $7,500. You will have to buy it out with separate financing or like a credit union financing, and of course there's lease fees that do eat into the $7,500, but at least you get like $6,000 to $7,000 or like $6,000 of the benefit instead. But almost like you're doing a lot more work at this point, but that's just another way to kind of like double down on more incentives with that. Nathan, should I wait until early August to order a Model Y? Really hoping to catch a lower APR promo. Yeah, at this point, like unless you're okay with paying cash, I would just keep waiting, and you might have to be waiting until early August. If you are paying like a heavy down payment, you like the free paint, like you want to get that $2,000 waived, then yeah, I guess you could pay cash or even lease it. But really, the deal isn't that good at the moment. You might as well just keep waiting it out. And for this point, Jeep, do you think Tesla will bring back supercharging transfer later this year? I think it'd be a good incentive post tax credit. Yeah, Jeep, I think they're going to throw everything at they're going to throw the kitchen sink at everything because I think, with the $7,500 going away, I think maybe they'll drop the prices $3,000. I think they'll add free full self-driving for like 3 years, free supercharging for a couple of years, 0% financing has a lot of value as well. They will really need to figure out how they can build value with the loss of the $7,500 federal tax credit. Paul, which Quicksilver Model 3 Performance had the tax credit without full self-driving? Yeah, it's an unfortunate one because the only Tesla vehicle that does get that is, of course, going to be the red, the white, and the blue. And so really, you could get like a Quicksilver, or not a Quicksilver, you can get an Ultra Red Model 3 Performance and have it qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. But I certainly understand if you want the Quicksilver, then yeah, it does not qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. In this next topic, we love our deals, but he was able to get $18,000 off of a brand new Rivian R1S. Shout out to our friend Sherwin, who just traded in his R1T for an R1S. Rivian went all out. Not only did they help him with his R1T negative equity, the video is actually super fascinating, but you can see all of the different discounts and incentives here, totaling up to $18,000 off of a brand new R1S. He posted a whole video about it, and here's some of the incentives broken down right here. And it seems like Rivian is really trying to figure out how they can sell more R1Ss from pre-existing R1T owners and everything. And the interesting thing with Sherwin is that he also has a Cybertruck as well. And so it's interesting to talk to him about his experience between both of the vehicles and why he also really likes Rivian while also having a Tesla Cybertruck. But Rivian leasing payments, incentives, we talked about it the other day, but it is going all over the place. But it seems like Rivian has released a bunch of leasing discounts showing the R1 shop right now. Nothing on the offers page about it though. You can see Performance Dual Large $3,000, Performance Dual Max $5,000, and Tri-Max $6,500. And of course, if you're going to be ordering a Rivian, don't forget to use a Rivian referral code down below in the description if you want to support the channel as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. U-Haul, red, least popular color. You think so? I mean, red's pretty nice, but I guess if I were to compare red versus Quicksilver, yeah, I guess you're right. I am picking Quicksilver, but then of course, us, we've got a Model Y that is Quicksilver, and then we wrapped it red with PPF Flexi Shield crimson red, because I guess it's interesting. Like, I always like the look of satin wrap colors, but then like once you actually own it, you kind of realize that those vehicles, you have to keep it cleaner, a lot more cleaner. And while satin red looks phenomenal, you do have to make sure it's washed a ton, which I just need to get off my ass and wash it. Jeep, I would like to see 0% financing when the bigger 6-seater Model Y comes out. If that's after the tax credit goes away, I would like to see free supercharging transfer. Yeah, at the end of the day, Tesla needs to figure out the solution to how can they make up the $7,500 federal tax credit. And I think they do have to figure that out with all of the cool thing is Tesla does have a lot of different demand levers and value add-ons that they can throw onto their vehicles, whether it's full self-driving, free supercharging, 0% financing, or lower lease payments even. They've got a different ways to actually do it, or even free pay. I mean, might as well maybe just make maybe just make all the different options free at this point, and then don't make it less complicated, right? Like make it just be Model X $79,990. That's the price. Build it however you want, and no, changes, whatever. And then people will just build out everything. Because if you think about it, like why add on all these different things here to make it complicated when if the 7,500 is going away, just make it choose whatever you want. Everything is included. That can be an interesting one, but I don't know if they would actually do that. In this next topic, yesterday we talked about how Tesla is in the Canada market. Tesla has dropped the price of the Model Y by $20,000, which is pretty insane to see. And maybe this is how they're actually doing it, which, I mean, if you've got a pending order for the Tesla Model Y in the Canada market, congrats to you all, because they were able to, it seems like they're also changing it for people that already have pending orders as well to reflect the new $20,000 price drop with that. But quote from Drive Tesla, since the price change is just the Model Y and the estimated delivery dates are now September to October, this is a good indication that Tesla is going to start importing these Tesla Model Ys from Giga Berlin. You would think that maybe these Tesla Model Ys were coming from Texas, but maybe it was actually from China before that. Giga Shanghai is not an option because of the 100% tariffs on Chinese EVs imposed by the Canada government. So it seems like they're just going from the different factory to be able to get some of these to get around some of these price increases. And Cyber69, who actually had a pending order on a Model Y that ordered in April, is now actually cheaper, and the new order has been reflected to show the new pricing with that. So really cool to see that Tesla has been able to figure this out and drop the price of the crazy expensive Model Y in that market. It's also important to note that the $64,990, $5,000 less before tariffs, the Model Y qualifies for the Quebec $4,000 provincial rebate, which also has a price limit of $65,000. With the higher prices, the loss of the rebates, Tesla just saw 56 registrations in all of Q1 in Quebec. So this is a good news for Tesla, and so hopefully they will start to drive some more deliveries and sales for the Canada market and the Tesla area. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. One thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this, and that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners, and I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there, 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones, and by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And 3W just sent us an exclusive high offer promo code at 35% off. It's promo code Dennis35. So definitely check it out. Link down below. And Prime Day, I think, is still going on, but they also added a Prime Day discount code down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our discount codes and links and everything to support the channel down below in the description. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. I guess one more comment from Art right here. When 7,500 goes away in October, would it make sense for Tesla to bring CATL batteries from China batteries for US cars? Recently announced Chinese Model 3 and Model Y range of acceleration boosts sound like a win. Maybe, I guess, with cost savings, I guess we could see that. But then there's tariffs on the Chinese vehicles. I guess we could ask like Grok or AI or something like that to figure out if that would make sense from Tesla's route. But good thinking there. Anonymous, I'm late but still waiting for 1.99 or less on the Model Y. Yeah, not yet, but maybe because of this incentive that ends on July 14th, maybe we are looking at a new incentive for Tesla rolling out on July 15th. So really, I guess I wanted to come on live today to talk about that the next date for us to keep our eyes out for an incentive could be next Tuesday, which, I mean, everybody's going to have a great weekend, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. Look me, I should have pulled the trigger when Model 3 was 0% financing. Yeah, 0% was a good one, but I think that's coming back. Don't worry. Jeep, I want to see the Cybertruck charging speeds, steer-by-wire, and power share added to the rest of the lineup. Everyone was hoping for Juniper. I wonder when they'll ever trickle down the line. Yeah, and then also people are hoping like Model S or Model X, and it also didn't get that. And so that's an unfortunate one for sure. But Jin, thanks for the comment again. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button and the comments and everything. See you guys.